What's going on, guys? My name is Steve Tech, and welcome to the channel. Today's topic can be a tricky subject. Everybody got different opinion when it comes to that matter. It's regarding how often should you change your oil in your vehicle. So that's why I have that image right there. Is how often should you change it? It's different people have different opinion. Some people said 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 7,500 miles, um, up to 10, maybe 20,000 miles. Don't quote me on that, but it's a thing out there. Depending on what oil you use, some of them use just maybe for advertising purposes, trying to save you money. They tell you that you can go as far as maybe 20,000 miles for oil change. If you ask me, I think that's a stretch. It is a stretch. That's really outrageous to go that far with your oil. Because any one of you guys that been inside of an engine, you can tell when that engine been neglected for a long time. When the oil is not changed as often as it should. I've seen vehicles that's well maintained and that have pretty high mileage that look meticulous. Very, very nice. Very nice. And I've seen engine where people don't really maintain them that well. You take them apart. You just, sorry for my language, it's shit show. Sorry. You can tell. And everybody do things different, but the manufacturer, some people follow the manufacturer's book, tell them how often should they change their oil. But me personally, I'm old school. I like to do things, I have more of a conservative approach to things. I believe that personally, you should change your oil 3 to 5,000 miles. It depends. With conventional oil, I'll go 2,000 miles. With synthetic, I'll go 5,000 miles. I don't go past that. I even changed my oil in my vehicle earlier than that. And I drive old cars. Both my vehicles are up to 180,000 miles. And they went perfectly fine. I'll show you. I'm gonna try my best to explain to you why I think you shouldn't go that far with your oil. Let's go. What you're seeing right here, it is a Chevy 350. It is a very common engine. GM, they don't use them anymore. Only maybe a marine application. You see, very common engine back in the day. It still is. Maybe like once again, it's marine application. Some of those vehicles are still on the road, to be honest. It is a very old engine. As you can see, it is very, very. How do I say this? Very simple. Very simple engine. You got your crank, your timing, and you got the push rods and the walkers up there. That's a very simple engine once again. Or you pump to the engine, go around the crank, the cam in the middle of the engine, and work your way up to lubricate the engine. Now, those engines use 5W30 maybe higher viscosity than that, maybe 10W30. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. They use very high viscosity oil. Why? Because the oil didn't do that much work back in those days. That engine came out in the 60s or 70s, late 60s, I think. It came out in the late 60s, so it didn't have that much. Oil didn't really have that big of a jump back in the vehicle compared to now with something like this. I'm not sorry, Puma engine. That I'm not paid by them for advertisement. I was just looking for pictures for this video, for video purposes. So this is a new 5.3. This 5.3 it came out early 2000. GM still uses them until this day. It's still simple engine compared to other vehicles out there that have twin 4 cam valve panel, each cam, and a ton of nonsense. It's a very simple engine, but even then he used 0W20 because for better lubrication, for better fuel economy, and that oil flow a lot better, and that oil have a lot more to do. That's the key point here. That oil have a lot more to do in that engine than this one right here. A lot of work. If you think about it, right? This 5.3, that engine, that oil, sorry, is used to actuate the valve timing right there, lubricate the engine in, I think, it does other thing I wish I could remember. Oh, actually, one more thing. The AFM is active fuel management, which is a big thing in those engines. It's a big thing. So as a result, you have to change your oil more often than you should. Even when you buy some oil brand out, they'll tell you to change it every 10,000 miles. I will not do it. I wouldn't spend that kind of money. They're expensive, to be honest. They tell you can change your oil maybe twice a year or 3 times a year. That's a stretch. I don't care what vehicle you're driving and how good of an engine it is. Well, guys, sorry, my camera died, the battery died, so I have to charge it. So, like I was saying, those oil, once again, they do a lot more work than what they do back in the day. Well, your oil would run on they would only run to the cam, your crank, right? But now your oil it do all those things plus the variable valve timing in your AFM system. So as a result, you have to change your oil more often. You really do. Some people gonna say, "Oh yeah, you can change it, up to 10,000 miles." Yes, you can, but it's more like a long-term effect. You're not gonna see it until later on down the line. You know, I drive old cars. In both my cars, I change my oil every 5,000 miles, and I use full synthetic in them. Full synthetic every 5,000 miles. Some people say I can change it later than that. I can. You're right. I actually can, but I don't want to do it because I'm looking at it is on the long run. In the long run, what effect is gonna have on my car? That's all I look at it. And the other thing too is that oil is cheap. If you guys want me to, I can post a video. I can make a video of where you can find, where can you buy oil at a good price and with your oil filter and stuff. You guys can comment in the video or send me DM, send me an email. I'll put my email in the description. It's Steve GM Tech. Sorry, it's NicolasSteve15 at gmail.com. And my TikTok is Steve GM Tech. My Instagram, Facebook, Steve GM Tech. So if you guys have any question, any subject you guys want me to talk about, and something you're not too sure, I can make a video about it. All right. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Thank you.